Hey everyone, and welcome to my second part of my Breyerfest haul video. This one is just about the bodies, resins and other stuff I got in the US. If you haven't checked out the official Breyerfest OF haul video, make sure you do that. It will be linked in the description below. So starting off with my bodies. I actually got quite a few bodies this year at Breyerfest, and I actually got them all in one bag as my personal item in the on the airplane. So I had to save as much room as possible to get them all in that one bag. Therefore, I was cutting already some of their pieces off at Erica's place because I knew what I wanted to do with them. Anyways, let's start over with this bowl. As some of you may or may not have seen on Instagram, I want to do the scene of the last unicorn and the Red Bull, and I realized this bowl would be the perfect fit. However, it's kind of hard to find because it's a vintage bowl and they're usually going for like $50, and I wasn't willing to pay that much on a body. However, this one has actually a missing part on its horn, so I saw it on one of the sale pages, and this person sadly didn't go to Breyerfest. However, she really wanted a PAM model, the Sierra Rose special run, so I actually got her the Sierra Rose special run on Sunday, and got this guy kind of for free because she paid me the money for the Sierra Rose, and I got him for free as like the pickup fee or whatever. So I'm really happy I got him, and I cannot wait to start customizing him. Moving on to this Gypsy Vanna guy, I got them in advance before Breyerfest, two bodies, as you may or may not can tell because there are a lot of legs. So I got two bodies because I really want to do a Sleipnir model out of this model, and I think it's actually the perfect fit. So I got two bodies, and I cut all the legs off of one and the tail, and I didn't have any use for the body, but Erica did, so I gave her the body for free, and I'm really excited what she will do with a model without legs. But yeah, I cannot wait to start this guy. Then I have this Nakota guy, and a lot of people were complaining that I'm gonna customize it because it's such a lovely mold. I'm not even quite sure. I'm pretty sure this was a regular run. However, I got it for $25 from someone off Instagram, and she gave it to me at Breyerfest. And this will gonna be my Korra horse. I have done an Avatar Aang model before, and this will gonna be the Avatar Korra one, which will have a kicking pose, and I'm super excited to start her. So I actually had plans for this Tennessee walking horse, but I decided to switch my plans to a different mold that I will explain later on. So I actually didn't want to buy this model from this person on Instagram, but a friend of mine asked me to get her one at Breyerfest, so I ended up getting her one along with these other three bodies that I got from that very same person. Okay, so we've got two times the Esquire Arabian mold by Bridget. This one was actually full of paint, so I stripped this one at Erica's place and cut off some of the legs because yeah, I actually have some plans for these guys to go along as like a mare and foal, and I want to do like a bird series. So this guy will gonna be a peacock, and this guy will gonna be a swan. So I'm super excited for them, and cannot wait to see what they will look like at the end. But this one will need a lot of work. However, I'm really happy that I got to strip them so well at Erica's place with the stuff she got there. And also this guy I kind of got for free from that person, because it was full of paint as well, as you may or may not can see, and it's missing mane and tail. However, I plan on doing more Disney figures, so I've done an Ariel in the past, and this will be my Rapunzel model, so I cannot wait to start it. Then I have one of the celebration models, the brass head model from this year, without the tail. I actually have plans for all the celebration models because I always get to customize one, but I never got to start any of the other ones from last year. This is supposed to be a standing Akal Tekina, I don't know how you pronounce it, in the future, so we will see when I will get the time to do it. I might just gonna wait until I've got like the 5 special runs from whatever the next 2 years, and then finish them all at once and be like, hey, see what I did with all the special runs from the last 5 years, because I never got to start working on them after Breyerfest. Last but not least, this was the cheapest guy I ever got. Believe it or not, I got him new in box from a store for $12. I know, crazy, right? So I was flying into the US from Atlanta, and Erica's living in Tennessee, so she drove down from Tennessee to Atlanta to pick me up and obviously to get me back to the airport. So when we went back, we stopped at some of the Breyer stores to see and check out what they had and stuff like that. So we actually went to a Dover down in Atlanta, Dover Saddlery, which was not on Breyer's homepage as a Breyer dealer at all. So when we went in, they had a couple Breyers. Erica just suggested to go to the clearance section, but she wasn't quite sure if they had any Breyers, and they ended up having 2 of these guys marked as $15, which is insane for me to think about that a new in-box model would be marked as $15. So I was quite shocked, and I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to get one because my body box was obviously really full, and I wasn't even quite sure if I would get on the airplane with that personal item because it was a freaking huge bag. However, I decided to just go for it because if I wasn't able to bring him, I mean, he was just $12, whatever. Or to be exact, 15. But when I went to the checkout, that checkout lady actually told me that they have 25% off today just on the clearance section. So he was even cheaper than $15 and turned out to be 12 at the end with taxes, and oh my god, I cannot believe it. So I am not quite sure what I want to do with him yet. I might just gonna customize him into a Lipizzaner. But yeah, I'm just really happy that I got one. Then I also got a bunch of stablemate bodies. To be exact, I got 2 zip bags full of them. However, I shipped them because they were quite heavy and I didn't have the room to bring them. So they are currently on my way to Germany, and yeah, I will not do a haul on them. They are just, I think, about 20 to 40 stablemates. I didn't even unpack half of them. A lot of you guys gave me some for free at the Instagram meet, so thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, I cannot wait to work on all these amazing stablemates I got. Okay, so then I got this amazing micro mini, which was sculpted by Maggie Bennett. I got an advance from Erica, and it's so freaking tiny that my camera is not able to focus in it properly, and I cannot zoom in any closer, but he is so freaking detailed, and I've got some amazing plans with this guy because he will gonna be a unicorn. However, I do not really know how to customize micro minis because they are so freaking tiny. I've only painted one once, so this will gonna be very interesting. I also got this horse head from Maggie at her booth at the covered arena at Breyerfest because she's giving these out for free to people who have a name tag. Got one last year and I've got another one this year, and she's such a nice person. It was kind of the first time I actually had a conversation with her. Also conversation with this guy at her booth who seemed to be very, very funny, and I absolutely loved him. And I also got to meet Mindy Berg for the first time at her booth because I didn't get to talk to her at the Artisan Gallery, so that was kind of fun to meet her at the booth of Maggie Bennett, because Mindy Berg is such a lovely person, and it was so nice to meet her. And she got this glitter all over her face and body kinda, so I hugged her to get some of the glitter off because she didn't want them anymore, but she couldn't get it off. So her daughter actually came by, and she had this glitter, like this box of glitter with like glitter gel, so she gave me some glitter on my face. Yeah, it was kind of funny to walk around with it the whole day at Breyerfest on, I think it was Saturday. So yeah, thanks again, Mindy, for that. Next, I've got this amazing Takeshi medallion by Kylie Parks, and this is absolutely stunning, and I'm so happy I got one. It was like super busy at the Artisan Gallery, but I was able to get one, and this is so freaking adorable and crazy and breathtaking and detailed, and I just love it. If you don't know who Takeshi is, it's the winner of the Fantasy Breyerfest Custom Contest winner category. I don't know what I just said, but I'll include a picture right here. So she just sculpted a medallion to look like the Breyer custom, and oh my god, it is just so freaking amazing. Look at all these wrinkles, and absolutely cannot wait to paint it. I've got some really crazy ideas for this one, and I can't wait to start it. She's actually holding a contest in fall this year, I think, to paint this guy, so I hope I can finish him until then, and he will be my first painted medallion, and I cannot wait. And yeah, I'm still so happy, and I feel so lucky that I got one. Then I got this medallion and this adorable model for free from Nicole and Rascal on Instagram, and these are her Rascal models that she made, and they are so freaking cool and absolutely amazing, so detailed, and I think she has a really unique style to sculpt. So I think she still has some available, so make sure to check out her account on Instagram, because these guys are so freaking cool. Then later on, I got in Tennessee in one of the gift shops this Hagen Renneker, I think that's the way how you pronounce it, China model. So this is made out of porcelain. That's why there's a hole in that model as well. So if you didn't know, the first stablemates were actually sculpted by that same artist who is working for this company. So the first stablemates actually do exist as Hagen Renneker porcelain models. So their models aren't too cheap because most of them are actually painted in the US. Some of them are painted in Tunisia, I think. However, this guy was actually marked as $10, but since its horn is broken off, kinda, as you may or may not see because my camera is not focusing because it's so small, you can see the white area right there. It was only $2, so I couldn't resist and got one. And actually Erica and her sister got a model as well. And it was actually quite funny because they had so many horses and unicorns and stuff like that. So this guy was behind that counter and that very corner, and I was like, this guy looks really, really cute. I really want him. So I asked for him for the price and to pick him up and look at him. And that guy just said that this one is broken. And I was like, I don't really mind. I just really like the model. So he picked it up and he was like, you can have it for $2. I was like, yes, I'm definitely going to do that. And as you may or may not can see, there's some glue under the hofs. They actually come on this cardboard boards, and you're supposed to let them sit in like boiling water so the glue will remove by itself. But I didn't get to do that in the US, so I just ripped off that cardboard box. Therefore, there's still glue on the hofs that I need to try to get off that little cute unicorn. The only art-related thing I got this year are these bells I got at Hobby Lobby, and I got them for like $2 something because I got a 40% off coupon as always at Hobby Lobby because the US is great with coupons. Yeah, I got these bells because I have some plans for them for like tech making, because this is pretty much the only thing I can do. But yeah, anyways, last year I got a lot of tools to sculpt and brushes and paint and stuff like that, but this year I only ended up getting these bells. Then I actually got a couple of dragons this year off of eBay, and I actually got one from McFarlane, which is this giant dragon who came with this rider, with this knight to be exact. But the dragon was so freaking big that I wasn't able to bring it in my suitcase, that I had to ship it. So this one isn't here yet, but I will include a picture right here of what it looks like. And I also got these 3 dragons off eBay. So the other dragon, the McFarlane dragon, was like $30. It was like an eBay auction, and I was the only person bidding on them, which surprised me a lot. So I got them secondhand, but I actually got these guys new off eBay, and I think all 3 of them were about $24-25. I'm not even quite sure. These are ornaments of the 3 dragons of Game of Thrones. They are all the same shade, but they are differently painted, like the 3 dragons of the Mother of Dragon, Daenerys Targaryen, and I think they are absolutely stunning. And the thing is, I am planning on making a very specific model, so these guys will be part of that model, so I cannot wait to customize and paint them. And I feel like they're really, really cute. They are made out of resin, so a lot of people on eBay actually complained that they arrived broken, which didn't bother me because I'm going to customize them anyways, but all of them arrived safely, so that's good. And I think they're actually quite detailed for being just ornaments instead of like models. But I really like them, and I'm super happy that I got them, because you are only able to get them in the US for whatever reason, because they are not on German eBay or something. So I'm actually really happy that I got them. As you may or may not know, I'm a big fan of these pop figures, so I got one each year when I went to the US because they are just cheaper over there, even though some of them are still quite expensive. And I actually want to get one of Wonder Woman this year, but I didn't get to find a cheap one. So I actually saw these two in one of the stores at a mall, and they were, I think, $30 or $25. I'm not even quite sure. And I was like, these guys are freaking cool. I love the movie. It's a freaking Pegasus. And this was actually, when I was little, the only fantasy movie that I really liked because of the Pegasus. Like, the first Pegasus I ever liked was this guy. So he was kind of special to me. So we went into another store, and there were another pair of these, and they were a little cheaper, but I didn't want to buy them. So we went to the third shop, and they actually had one as well. They were all in the mall, so we just stumbled over them, and I think they were marked as 20 something, I think, but they actually had like 25% off of all Disney things, so that's why I got them even cheaper. So I think I ended up paying like $20 for them, which is not bad, because this is a huge set from the pop figures, because it obviously is coming with two different figures. So yeah, they are just super adorable, and they're coming on the space, so they actually look like they are flying, and yeah, super adorable. I'm really glad I got them. Talking about fandom stuff, I actually got this stuffed animal, or like stuffed figure thing, I don't know how you call it, of Captain America for free from the lovely Stormy Strike. However, this one is in that same box that is on my way to Germany right now, because I shipped it because it was just so fluffy and big, and I had no room in any of my suitcases. So this is on my way to me, and I cannot thank her enough. It surprised me a lot that she would give me something like that for free as a gift, and again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Another nerd thing I got is this amazing figure of 11 from the Netflix TV show Stranger Things, and she is by McFarlane, that very same company that is doing the dragon that I bought, and she has like movable arms and hands and legs and stuff like that, so that's freaking cool. And she's kind of in the scale of Traditional, I'd say, because she's a kid after all. So I think she fits actually quite well to Traditionals, and she came with a lot of different stuff. So first of all, she came with the space, and then she came with two different hand versions, and one of them has, of course, the echoes, the waffles. If you know that show, you know why. Then she's coming with that, I think you call it radio, phone, whatever, to call someone. And then she is actually coming with this blonde wig that she's wearing in the TV show. However, she looks super ridiculous in that wig, so I'm not gonna put that on. Still think it's a really cool figure, and I think I spent like $12 for it at a GameStop store, so that was pretty cool. Also at that GameStop store, I got this freaking cool Marvel Captain America shield backpack. And this was actually the main reason I went to that store, because they had one on sale. So this was $20 freaking. This is like an US special. So I wasn't able to get that in Germany. And it was really hard to bring that in my suitcase. But since it's quite flat, it actually was okay. However, I got it at the last day in the US. And this is plastic. However, this is painted like the shield, and there are two different versions. This is the kind of rough, dirty version, and there's actually one that is like completely normal, perfectly painted. But I thought this one would look way cooler, because it actually looks way more realistic. So I'm actually not quite able to open it with one hand on the camera, but it's quite simple from the inside. So there's one bag for a laptop, which fits for a MacBook perfectly, and then there's another bag, and that's it pretty much about it. I'm not quite sure if I will use it for university, but it's so freaking cool, and I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to start wearing it, because it actually looks like you have Captain America's shield on your back, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you is this last unicorn book, because someone on Facebook who bought one of my last unicorn medallions I made contacted me, and she is a huge fan of the last unicorn as well, and we had a lovely conversation. So she actually told me that she got to meet the author, which is called Peter S. Beagle, a couple times, and she got a couple signed books. So she wanted to give me one for free, because she kind of felt a connection and kind of felt I would appreciate it, which I really do, because I'm such a big fan of his work as well. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, it's not signed for me, it's signed for her, but I think it's still pretty cool to have a signed book copy. Just so freaking amazing. And I kind of really like the cover as well, because it's an older book version. It came with these kind of issues, but that's totally fine, because this will gonna be a piece for my unicorn collection. So this is really cool, and I really appreciate it that I got something so precious for free from a lovely Last Unicorn collector fan. So I think this is, yeah, really a highlight for me as well. And I really hope that one day I'll be able to meet that author in person who made this amazing movie, who made my childhood so much better and changed my life completely with it, and will change my future as well. So anyways, this movie means a lot to me, and the book as well. So I'd love to meet the author one day. And yeah, that's it pretty much for this second part. I hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my Breyer OF video that I made as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you very soon. Bye.